Hi guys, welcome to another video on Jay's Workshop. Today we're going to be doing a full service on a Volkswagen Golf Mark 5 1.4. So first what we're going to do is, do you want to open the bonnet, bro?
Sure.
I'm going to open the engine, bonnet, just a lever under here, just lift it up. So yeah, we're going to be changing the oil. Castrol obviously, as you can see, is recommended for this car. Then changing the air filter, full spark plugs which are hidden under here, and the oil filter which is down there somewhere. So first we need to drain the oil from the sump, which is just there. Right guys, so now we're going to drain the oil from the sump plug, which is right here. It's a 19mm socket, so I'm just using a spanner. Just have to crack it. Oh, that is on tight. I'm gonna have to use two hands. 1 second. Ay, ay, ay. Why would someone do that so tight? Oh my gosh, that is not opening. Right.
Why would they do that?
We're gonna have to use a socket and a breaker bar on this because it's so tight. So I've connected the breaker bar on it now because it's so tight, and I'm gonna try and crack it open now. As you can see, I've managed to crack it open now. So the rest should hopefully come off of my hand. Okay, just line up the sump. Almost out. Just let the oil come out now. So now I'm just going to change the air filter. You have to remove a series of Phillips bulbs. So when you release them, they won't fully come out. They're like self-retaining. So there's about, that's the second bulb. That's the third one. There's one more over here, just in the back. So once you remove these screws, you can pop off this. Actually, it's better to just, oh, it's already disconnected. This pipe should have been connected in here. It's like a breather pipe. It's already disconnected, so simply just lift it up. Remove the oil filter. As you can see, what brand was that? Oh, it was Bosch. And we're gonna put the new Bosch filter in. So you can see the difference in these two. So it just simply goes inside. Just remove this. Just goes in here. They have some clips in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just slot these in the back. And then you just put it down. You have to re-tighten the screws. One, 2, 4. And the last one is there. It's 5 here. And I'm just gonna put the breather pipe back on, which wasn't even connected. Should have been connected like that. That could possibly be why there's all this kind of oily type residue here, but it's no big deal and it's fine. So now we need to gain access to the spark plugs. We need to remove these Torx keys. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Someone's gonna come view the car tomorrow.
Cool. So to gain access to the spark plugs, you need to remove, these are T30 Torx. To remove all of these, so that's 1. Just place them up here. There's 1 here. There's 1 here as well. And just 1 more here. Okay, so I just need the 4 screws up there. So this should simply just remove like so. Just place it here on the floor. Now we have access to our spark plugs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we're gonna do now is, yeah, it's better to get this flathead screwdriver and make it easier. Just 1 second. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm using a flathead screwdriver just to pop these off, these retaining clips for the wires. It's easier like that. Okay, this one we might have to do when we get to it. No, it's coming off, it's fine. Alright, so we're taking them all off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now you can see someone's had a go at this. Look, it's all chewed up. Can you see? You know? That's the only way to get these out though, that's the problem, you know?
Yeah.
So what you need to do is literally just get your screwdriver. Whoa, that's coming off so easy. It should have been a bit tighter than that, but it's a good thing anyway. So you just lever it, it'll come off. So that's number 1. That's number 2. Number 3. And last but not least, number 4. Going to be the hardest one to get out. If I can just get in here. No, maybe from the back. Yeah, it's coming. There we go. So that is number 4, but it's all. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to undo this. Will you just hold this for a second? Sorry. I want to undo this because this one, it don't want to come over, it's too short. So anyway, so that's number 1. Just put right to left. To be honest, I don't even need to take these off. I'll just leave them there. There's no need, they're not in the way, so it's absolutely fine. Yeah, just leave them out of the way like that. All the conditions of these are good. They're nice and dry. It should be, there's no oil in them. Yeah, this one's nice and dry as well. So what we need to do, guys, now is take these spark plugs out. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And looking in there as well, it's nice and dry, there's no oil or anything, which is a very good sign. So to remove the spark plugs, you need to have a 16mm spark plug socket with a piece of rubber in there, so it'll help bite the spark plug when you're taking it out. So I always start from the left, it doesn't matter, you can start any way you like. Just make sure it's in there properly. Oh, so loose, wow, didn't even have to crack it. It's a bit too loose. Alright. So that's the first one out. Yeah, it's definitely burnt out, but it's burnt out in a good way. It's not oil or any grease or anything on it, so it's just due a natural change. What brand was it? Oh, NGK. We're going to be putting Bosch ones in, so that's spark plug number 1. So we're going to be putting Bosch ones in, nice and fresh. So just tuck it in there first, hand tighten it. Always hand tighten first so we don't cross thread, and then just finish off with the ratchet. Okay, so it's starting to bite now, so we're just going to give it enough so it just stops, and that's it. We don't want to overdo it. Taking that second one now. Yeah. Once again, nice and dry, no oil, anything, it's just burnt out, due a change, but nothing bad. Nice and fresh. Okay, that's enough. Take out the third one now. Yeah, they're all very loose. They're a bit too loose, to be honest. They should have been topped up a little bit more, but it's no big deal. Once again, just spun off nicely. You're learning something, yeah?
Yeah, man.
You're gonna do it next time yourself, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's talk it off enough. It's just bites, and that's it. These were super loose, man. You're gonna feel the difference now anyway when you put the new plugs in. Yeah, this one's burnt off as well as due a change.
difference in what? Just like as soon as you turn it on?
No, power, everything.
Mm.
Starting, you feel it, the difference. So, last one. Smoothness, idling, spark plugs play a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so the spark plugs are done now. I'm gonna start putting the coil packs back in. So I'm starting from the right. This is the only one we had to disconnect, so I'm just gonna pop that back in. You should hear the click. There you go. Just literally push it in. Like so. Make sure it's pushed right in though. Yep. And then second one went under. Like so. Push them right in. And the third one's from the bottom up. And the last one is from the top. Make sure you do push them in, because if it's slightly up you won't even know, because it just looks like it's been pushed in but it's actually not. So now it's all in. I'm just going to tuck the wires back in how it was. Top ones through the top, bottom ones I didn't release them, so it's fine. I'm going to put these clips back on. Yeah, that's basically how you change the plugs. But what we're going to do before we put the cover on is just give this a quick clean. So I've just given that a quick clean with some brake cleaner. We're going to just put this cover back on now because the spark plugs are done. So you just simply line up the 4 screw holes. Kind of hand tighten the bolts in first. And then just tie them off. Two. Three. Okay, that one seems like it's been lined up properly. Alright, so plugs are done, air fill's done, oil's dripping out from the bottom. Now we've got to change the oil filter. Okay, so the oil filter is actually hidden behind this cover here. So we have to remove a series of torque screws to get to it. That's one. Two. Four over here. So I think that's all the ones from this side. Now we just got to do the same 4 on this side. So start from here. 2, 3, and then 4. So I've got all the screws out. Now there's just some retaining slots here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just move out the way. This should simply just slide up. Okay. Okay. So here you just got to lever it as well with your hand. So I'll just put my thumb in there. There's a little clip in here, which I'll just remove with my hand. So we've got the under tray off, which gives us access now to our oil filter, which is located right here. Don't know if you can see it, but it's literally right here. It's located here. I'm trying to give it a go with my hand, see if it comes off. I have to use the socket. That's right there. Yeah.
Seems good.
So what I found out is actually if I get access to it from the top, filter, see with this camera, so it's literally just hiding behind there. So what I'm using is a 32mm socket. Just place it down here into the filter housing. Like so, and then I don't know if you can see the. No, it's just in an awkward angle to show. So anyway, in the pocket. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just where it is. You know, I cracked it with that. The rest should hopefully just come off. It's basically under the. No, it's still tight. Do you know what? Would you hold this?
Yeah.
Please? Thanks, man. Yes, that should be loose enough now. So. Oh, they use the bush filter as well.
Yeah.
Definitely been looked after, man. Yeah, you can hear all the oil dripping out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just let that drip out as well and drop it. Do you know what? There we go. Just to show you guys, it's the old filter. And it was on. I managed to crack it with the socket on there, but you can use a normal oil filter wrench to remove it. But I'm just going to drop that into the oil pan at the bottom, and yeah, I'll show you guys how to put a new one on. So sorry I couldn't show you guys earlier where the housing is, but maybe you can see it better now. It's right there. As you can see, I've given it a good clean, and I've wiped off all the excess oil with brake cleaner where it was dripping down. So yeah, the new filter is now ready to go in, and yeah, I'll show you what to do. So yeah, we're putting a Bosch filter in as well, the part number if you need it. So as usual, just stand up, do you know what, I'll just put it in there for now. I'm just gonna get my finger in the fresh oil and put a lip of oil so it seals. Once you tighten it, and remember guys, you can hand tighten this, you don't need to use a tool or anything or go crazy. It will hold, and we're using the best oil you can get, Castrol Edge 5W30. It's what I personally recommend, and any good mechanic will recommend as well. So anyway, here's the filter. So what I need to do, I don't want to knock that oil over, we just put the cap on it. Yeah, just it's a bit tricky to try and get past it actually. bit of a maze. It got past. So I need to just hand tighten it into the housing first. Oh, it's hard to see from here, but yeah, literally get it in there. Maybe it's easier to see from here, I'm not sure. Yeah. So, as you can see, I'm tightening it. Yep, that's tight enough, guys. So now I'm just gonna put the new sump back into the hole. And then I'm just gonna tighten this off as well. I'm not crazy how it was before. I'm just gonna use a normal 19mm span on it. Let's give it a few turns. Yeah, that's enough. That's all done now. Just got to screw the under tray back on, and then we'll move on to the top again. Right guys, so we put the new oil filter on. I've tightened the sump plug up. I've put the under tray back on. All that's left now is to simply top up the oil, which in this case, apparently this engine takes only 3.2 litres for this 1.4, but we'll soon find out. Do you want to pour it in, bro? So yeah, open it, and I'll tell you a way to hold it. Just hold it sideways, yeah? Kind of like, yeah, pour it, yeah, it's easier, so it makes less mess. So yeah, we're pouring in roughly about 3 litres for now, so yeah, just keep going. And then once I've poured in 3 litres, we'll take the car off the ramps, start the engine up later on for about a minute, and then I'll check the oil and top up as necessary. So yeah, we put in exactly 3.2 litres and check the level is on maximum. So this engine 1.4 on the Mark 5 actually does take 3.2 litres. So yeah guys, that's how you do a full service on a Golf Mark 5 1.4. Hope it helped. Like, share and subscribe.